As you can see, Macy makes a big mess because her bin is this big, and when she lifts her head up, it spills all over. Well, then she strains because it's all over, and then she wiggles around and moves the milk can. Actually, last night she knocked it off. Oh. So I'm like, okay, Cal, come on. Give me a break here.
All right, with those questions addressed, there's a couple things that we can do. We need to get her feet up a little bit higher and a little bit more controlled, so we'll look at building a small manger, a feeding bin or trough or manger, whatever you want to call it, and then we can actually make that so that it's modular. We can actually make it for all the other animals also.
Perfect.
And so that'll be good.
And we also need a
feeding system.
A feeding system right here on the outside so that we can feed easily out here.
And safely.
Yes, and safely.
The way this is set up, it's really easy. We can make, based on this linear length, we can make 3 separate manger or feeding stations, and that way the kids can just feed from right here and then allow the animals to have access to it as they need it. And that takes the weather out of it, and that takes all the animals getting into each other's feed. It'll help to control their feeding.
It'll keep the poo and pee out of it too.
That would be a bonus.
All right, so Homesteader Bob has been at work in his workshop. It's a lot like Santa's workshop, except there's a lot of more things like cheese and sodas around there.
There's cookies too.
Yeah, so but you went ahead and cut everything up and you built, this is like the prototype.
Yeah, just the first one, so I made sure all the angles were correct and everything else. The idea is we're gonna hang these on the side where we want the animals to feed, and then we're gonna use 2x4s as backings for this, and then slat or crib that across so that the animals can see through it. And you want the animals to be able to see through it because then they're much more receptive to going in and eating. And that you can learn from Temple Grandin's book, and I'm sure you'll have a link for that, working with farm animals. So let's go ahead and finish putting the rest of them together and get them hung.
All right. Mr. Weisenheimer with your working batteries.
The idea here is to crib the hay so that the cow doesn't push it out of the feeding box.
Well, and we already have our mangers. We've got our manger ready for Christmas.
Yeah, if you want to put a baby in it, have at it.
Hey, sweetie.
Hello, Snookums.
Hey, Snookums.
Hey, Snookums.
Hey, Buttercup. Love of my life.
Ooh, cool.
You are a brighter ray of sunshine than I have seen in all eternity.
You're full of crap.
Check this out.
That's awesome.
What do you think?
That is really, really awesome. She's gonna do really well with this.
So, well, you got to go in and demonstrate how it works, right?
Nope.
No? The headlock? No?
No.
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 No. So,
Well, here, show it here.
yeah.
The bottom part's for grain when you grain her, and then this cribbing here helps to stabilize it, but also if you want to pile up hay in there for her to eat while she's milking too. And the other thing here is it's open here so she can see through.
Right.
That way she's not she won't
in a box.
Yeah, she won't hesitate going in.
Yeah.
And that should keep her head up and keep her back into the stall a little bit better.
Perfect.
And we can do it for the other ones, and we'll just make the cribbing a little bit higher so that you can put more hay.
More hay in it.
Beautiful.
Yes.
Thumbs up.
Thank you.
What do you think so far there, Hope?
Oh.
Hello, Mumsy. See what he's done.
That's awesome.
I've stood here and held things and carried things, and I feel smarter, but it was Prep Setter Bob's doing.
Oh, you did well.
Let's go take a look.
Oh my gosh. You can't move that at all. That's awesome.
So
Very cool.
I think it's awesome.
Yeah.
The cow hole, that's what we call that. That's a cow hole.
Cow
The cow hole. They come in there and they stick their head through the cow hole.
That's awesome.
And then they eat whatever it is that we tell them to.
This is the perfect amount. They can all stick their heads through here and shove each other out of the way.
That's what we're hoping.
Nice. Awesome. Now we should test it out. Should we test it out?
Yep.
Yeah, let's get some grain.
Let's get some green.
You want goodies? All right, here they come. Macy's in a full-on truck. Ooh, ran right through the dookie. Ah!
Come here, Donnie. What's that? I've never seen that before. This?
What is this?
Look at this.
She's like, what?
It's okay. Come here. Donnie, or Macy, this is not for you.
Sure it
Macy's
is.
like, I can still fit my
got
head.
And the bigger hole right next to it.
She don't care.
Look at that.
This is not for you.
Hey, boy,
Sure it is.
come here.
Come here, little one. Look what I got. Look at what I got.
She's like, I know what that
You know
is.
you want some.
She's like, I don't know what to do.
Come on. Oh, there's a good boy. Come here. Come. Oh, I know you want some. Come on. He's a good boy.
And then we'll just back away. They'll do it.
Oh, that's good stuff. Yes, it is.
Oh, these two are going to take turns, huh?
Well, Macy came on here and shoved her head through here.
Yeah, not a problem.
You're such
Look at these two.
They got their heads in.
Hey, you ding-dongs. That's a one stall cow hole, not two. All right, so another successful day.
Yes.
Prep Setter Bob made some excellent cow holes and places to put hay where they can get to the hay. And I think you're pretty happy with it.
Yes. It's not a cow hole, honey.
Really? I can't be held responsible for the words that are coming out of my own mouth.
Yes, yes, you are.
Anyway, thank you.
More than welcome.
Yep, and this is going to save a lot of effort and most importantly,
Safety. Keeping the kids and I safe. Yep.
yep, because these cows are gentle, but they're still cows and they're still big. And when they see something they want,
She's gonna go after it.
Yep.
Macy, especially.
yeah,
They're too pretty.
too pretty. So there you have it. I'm Brad.
I'm Krista.
And you guys, well, sorry.
And
Prep Setter Bob.
Yeah, I almost lost that one. Have an amazing day, guys.